How's everybody doing tonight? I thought I would go ahead and check in and let you know how things are going. Right now I am sitting at 145.8. I know. I am just almost at my first goal weight of 145. Just gotta get that 0.8 off. Gotta try. Anyway, I have 3 to 4 days left to being on P2, and then I will not be injecting anymore, and I'll be rolling on to P3 and on to maintaining for a little while. I'm sort of thinking about doing a mini round, probably, I don't know, in July maybe June, depends on how well I'm maintaining. I'd like to sort of take it back to 140 because then I could have 5 pounds to play with. I wanted to get to 145 first, and I just want to get to a little bit comfort zone because I don't want to be crossing into the 150s anymore if I can help it. So we'll see what happens on that. And yes, Jenny, go. You'll be passing me in no time. And you know, it's funny when you were talking about that on your Facebook. I can so relate to that. I mean, I will vlog or I will be talking to somebody about you know, my resolve about something, how I'm doing so well on something, and then boom, what do? I turn around and I do the opposite. And I think it's a mind thing. I don't know. It's just something we go through, I guess. It's just still part of the growing, changing process that we're all going to have to keep going. It depends on, you know, whose Waterloo is what. But anyway, just keep on going, girl. You're doing good. I'll be watching and rooting for you from my P3 chair seat. So also, too, in response to Fictitious Minds, she had said how a couple of people had written in and had gotten after her for not letting people know that you need to wipe the needles. It depends on what needles you do get, because I never wipe my needles either with alcohol. I never do it, only because I have gotten, they're the insulin syringes, and on the back of them it says single use only, and it says that sterility of fluid path guaranteed unless syringe is opened or damaged. So it's non-toxic, it's sterile, but make sure, I don't know where all you guys get your stuff, make sure you read the back. If it says to sterilize, then yes, wipe it, you know, with the alcohol swab or whatever. If you're trying to save a little more money, you know, for your first aid kit, everybody has alcohol and some cotton ball wipes, if that's it. But a lot of the kits are very reasonable, and it just comes with it, so you might as well. For me personally, the earlier syringes that I was using, they're the 30 gauge. You can get the 5cc or the 0.5cc, I'm sorry, 0.5cc or 1cc. And they're the 5/16, and for me it was perfect. They're very, very fine. This is for sub-Q only. It's not for intramuscular. The newer one that I got from this other kit, my bad, I did not do the research. It's the 29 gauge, 1cc, and it's half inch. And of course the half an inch was longer, and the 29 gauge, it was a little bit thicker. It's not too bad, but I like the finer one. Remember, on the gauges, when you go up in size, the finer it gets. I know that sounds weird, but that's just how needles go on that. So for personal preference, for me, I like to go with the finer gauge. And it's only, you know, one difference from 29 to 30, but for me it really made a difference. I had to get used to it, just really feel around until I could get what I wanted to, you know, to inject. But I thought I would just give you guys a heads up on that. But read them on the back of your bags. If it does not say that sterile or sterile whatever, then go ahead and wipe it down. If not, there's really not a need to do that. Also, too, you know, if you're just stepping out of the shower and you're very clean and you're in a clean place and your hands are clean, then, you know, I'm sure you could probably be fine without using alcohol all the time. I guess I have always swabbed my stomach, you know, I usually swipe the vial first, and then I swipe a part on my stomach. What I usually do too with my vial is I always take masking tape, or you know, some tape, and I seal it before I put it back in the refrigerator, and I make sure that it is in a either amber bottle, or I wrap it in aluminum foil, or I keep it in a darker place because light can affect it. And I think too, when you're always putting your needle in, you're getting holes on the top of that, and air can get to it that way too. I know from experience we have had to give injections to some of our animals when they have been sick, or they have needed something to help them out to get over things. And when I have had something open for very long, it goes bad quickly. But if I put tape on it and keep it in a good place, so that's just something you guys can try and see what happens there. Let's see, I'm trying to think of some other things going on. Oh yes, and Eileen, wow, what an inspiration. I am going to get hitting the workout trail again. I think that is great that you are able to do P2 and work out like you are, and you're not getting the fatigue. I usually start feeling better when I'm in P3. Like I said, I'm pretty sure that it's just I'm hypothyroid maybe, and that's why I'm still having problems with the fatigue. But I'm going to be starting in on that again. I'm going to be jumping into it, and we'll see what happens. Like I said, I have a few more days left at P2, but I'm going to go ahead and start working out tonight, and I'm going to push right through it and see what happens. But that's one thing that I've always been active, and I want to continue to always be active and toned up and in good shape that way too. So, but I just want to tell you, you're an inspiration, and it's great to be watching you and everybody else with their vlogs. I want to thank you guys for all the support and for watching and subscribing. I know I can't always get on. It's been so crazy busy. And I guess one thing I was going to ask you guys advice for, the end of May, I'm going to be heading to Illinois. I've got my niece's graduation, and I go back once a year and I visit my family, and I have not had any kind of breads at all. No, not even breadsticks, not even Melba toast. I haven't really missed it. I just sort of decided not to do them. And there's a place there that makes, it's an Italian place, and it makes the most amazing Italian food and the best breads in the world. We're talking, oh my gosh, kind of stuff. And then not only do they do that, they also make sub sandwiches and everything. And my mom and dad, they know I love that bread so much that once when they were going to come out to visit me, they went early in the morning right when the place opened, got the bread, wrapped it up, froze it, and brought it out to me. You know, they drove out the long drive and they gave it to me, and I was like, oh my gosh, thank you, you know. But I don't know, I'm going to be having going to go through P3 for about a month by the time I go there, and to eat it or not to eat it, it'd be a once a year, 1 day thing. I don't know how much that will wreck things. I'm not sure. If you guys have any advice on that, let me know. I don't know if I could pass it up because I love it, and it's only once a year that I'm doing it, but I don't want to wreck how far I've come with all of this either. But any advice would be great. I know a lot of you guys have gone on trips and you've been able to do okay and maintain, and if any advice you guys have, I will take it, because when I go back there, my family is the typical, you eat when you're happy, you eat when you're sad, we eat when we celebrate, go out for breakfast, we're eating for this and we're eating for that. And I don't know, I'm going to have to really be watching stuff. So anyway, just wanted to tell you guys hello again, and happy releases, happy maintenance. Any of you guys that are new, as always, please read Pounds and Inches, get on Facebook, subscribe to many people as you can, and ask questions, ask questions, ask questions. So hopefully I will be able to have a happy report to you guys that I will get to the 145 even mark. I'm hoping to get at least to 144 before my last injection weight. We'll see, but I have got to get going, and if I'm going to get my workout in and die. So